great Clavanian domus luminoso. So what is it with the head? Or never mind. As a daily watcher of your show, I, like many others, read The Great Good Thing and discovered a connection to God that I did not have previously. That always makes me feel great. I get green stamps for that. I get like little extra things. You know, I not only get into heaven, but they give me a toaster. That's like, yeah. However, the more I try to walk in line with what I believe God wants for my life, the more deeply I find I am tested by the world around me. Do you have any advice? That does happen. Do you have any advice for finding peace between living for God and having a happy life? Are they the same thing? Best, Spencer. Living for God and having a happy life are not the same thing. Happy is kind of a dopey thing to have, a dopey standard to live by, okay? I know we all want to be happy. When are you happy? You're happy when the bank makes an error in your favor and you get $20. You're happy when you have a baby. You're happy when you go to the doctor and you find out that what you were worried about isn't true. You're happy when your business plan goes well. When are you unhappy? You're happy when your business plan doesn't go well, when another guy got the promotion you wanted, when you're sick and you have even if you just have the flu, you know, you're unhappy. Those are the things that make you happy and unhappy. What I like to talk about is joy. And what is joy? Joy is the vitality of life, the absolute connection to life in abundance, Christ called it. It is this sense that being alive is tremendous. It's a cool thing. And it's tremendous when it's sad, even though it's sad, but it's tremendous. You know, obviously we all like it better when it's happy. That's what God will give you. God promises you life in abundance. He doesn't promise you happiness. Now, because you don't tell me what we're talking about, and I always wish when people write these questions that they would just be a little bit more specific. I don't know what you mean by tested by the world. If what that means is that God is telling you to give up your mistress, give up your mistress. I mean, if that's what that means, but your mistress makes you happy, you know, like, you know, and you're cheating on your wife. So I don't know what it means that you're tested by the world. Sometimes, just like I was talking about writing, sometimes I have to write something. I know I have to write something that's going to make me less popular. And I do it, and it makes me unhappy. You know, I'd rather everything I wrote sold a gazillion copies. But I know that selling a gazillion copies is not what I am here to do. God did not put me on earth to sell a gazillion copies. He put me on earth because he wanted to hear the words that I put together in a certain way, you know, so I write beautifully. So what I would say to you is if you can live, if you're sure about what God is asking you, and usually God is asking you for something that's in keeping with your nature, you in yourself are a path to God. You, who you truly are, Spencer, the Spencer that was made, is a path to God. If you follow that Spencer, not the Spencer that you've become, not the Spencer that you think you're supposed to be, not the Spencer that you demand of God that you should be, but the Spencer that you were made, if you follow that Spencer, it will take you down the road to God and closer and closer every day. So usually God's not asking you to do something that's anathema to you, that is hateful to you. He's usually asking you to do something very much in keeping with your nature. That's been my observation. So you don't tell me what it is that's testing you, so I don't know. But what I would ask yourself is it testing you because you like it but it's bad for you? Or is it testing you because it is in fact with your nature, in which case maybe you're misunderstanding what God is saying.